Some of us cyclists, myself included, and especially those of you who are new to the sport, can find it hard to find new routes and roads to ride, and we could all be missing out on some incredible hidden gems in our local areas. But the big question is, how do we find them? Well, I'm going to be heading out into the lanes just outside of Swansea, and I'm going to be sharing my top 6 tips with you to help you find your next favourite route. First up, I'm going to need some gear. So Treads have kindly come to the rescue and supplied me with this, a Scott Speedster equipped with full Claris and some rim brakes, which should be ideal for those Gower roads. Now, my first tip may sound like an obvious one, but it seems to be the thing none of us ever actually do. And that's to go down that side road that you always ride past and always wonder to yourself, I wonder what's down there. Well, on your next ride, make a point of actually going down there. What you will find is that that road will probably join up to another road that you already know. So you end up building a mental road map network that kind of links everything together. The key thing to remember though, is just be prepared for whatever may be down that road, which leads me nicely onto my next tip. Now, with exploring comes the unknown, and with the unknown can come unexpected surprises. So do spend some time thinking about what could potentially be ride ending. Now, for most of us, this could either be a tyre blowout, a snap chain, or simply not having enough fuel. So try and cover yourself for those eventualities, like bringing tyre boots with you, a quick link for your chain, which is the right speed, and also some nutrition. Also, critically, don't forget your puncture repair kit and multi-tool. I mean, this is something you should carry with you anyway. And here in the UK, as the days draw in and become a bit shorter, make sure you've got some lights with you, like these Design lights that I got from Treads, which are great not only because they're compact, but also because they're USB rechargeable. Now, for some of us heading down a road where you have no idea where it's going to go, well, it would give me the heebie-jeebies, and actually I quite like knowing what I'm going to be faced with, and this is where Komoot comes in. I find that with the tools that they've built into their platform, I can do all the research ahead of time and know exactly what I'm going to be in for. First off being the use of Google Streetview. Now with Google Streetview, because they built it into the platform, you can look at a whole host of different roads at speed. Next up is TrailView. Now TrailView is a tool that Komoot have built themselves, and what it does is it pulls in user-generated images and then it gives you a really good view of what the trail actually looks like, and then you can decide whether that fits your level of ability. From there, with all that knowledge, like I say, you can pull it all together and start to build a route that you know you'll be able to finish. I think one key way to finding new roads is to actually find out what different people in your local area are riding. And that's where Komoot's Discover page comes in insanely handy. You can pop in the area you want to ride in and your desired discipline, and then filter it by ride length and difficulty. It gives a really good way to tap into the local knowledge and find out how other people are joining up different roads. But that isn't the only way to tap into the local knowledge. It's long known that cycling clubs are a treasure trove of seasoned cyclists who know the roads like the back of their hands and could probably pinpoint every single pothole within a 50-mile radius. So if you're a fan of riding with others, then be sure to join your local cycling club. It's a great way to build up your initial knowledge of an area and also find out where your fellow cyclists like to stretch their legs. However, if you're not a fan of riding with others, then head to your local bike shop. They're often run and staffed by cyclists and will always be happy to let you know about all the best places to ride in a local area. Now on to my final tip, and probably my favourite weapon of mass exploration is to use Komoot's highlights tool. Now the way that this one works is when you go into the route planning part of Komoot and you open up the map interface, you'll start to see all these little red dots, and when you click on them they'll tell you why they're there. It could be it's a great viewpoint, an amazing bit of road, or just a warning that that part of the road gets really steep. Now the way that I like to use highlights is to set my start point from home, build in a couple of highlights with a really nice bit of scenery, and then just let Komoot work out the rest. It's a really quick and simple way of building a ride, and one which guarantees a bit of breathtaking scenery. So there we have it. Those are my top tips to help you find the hidden gems in your local area, and ones that otherwise you may have never have known existed. I do want to say a massive thank you to Treads for supplying me with this awesome bike for the day. It truly was the perfect ride companion. If you've got any of your own tips, then do drop them down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, drop it a like, subscribe to the channel for more content, and I'll see you again very soon.